I know taking a leap of faith can be hard, but listen to how Mark took a leap of faith with his online personal training business, started it as a side hustle, and now he turned it into a full-time gig starting from $15,000 a year to now 6 figures. Probably wondering, why am I holding this hourglass? As you can see, time is ticking. So if you're a personal trainer or a fit pro and you want to go online, there's never going to be a perfect time, so you might as well get started now. So watch this video.
What's going on, guys? So we are back with another case study from one of our awesome Inner Circle students, Mark Nendick from Canada. Mark, what's going on?
Hey guys, how's it going?
It's going good, man.
Good.
It's going, man. I'm split away from Chris right now.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you guys about that. What's going on? Where are you guys?
We cut the umbilical cord.
I'm at my own place.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's weird. I've never seen you guys separate before.
No, that's funny, man. So Mark, again, thanks so much for doing this. And really, just like the first question I kind of have, within this is, well, let's rewind it. Let's tell everybody kind of like what you're doing right now, like with corporate wellness and like your in-person training.
Yeah. So right now, what I'm up to is I still do group fitness. I run a small studio gym. I do corporate health, which is my main focus right now. So working with multiple businesses and their employees through fitness, nutrition, stress, mental health. And then I do some one-on-one coaching, and I'm about actually to launch a digital product to the marketplace, which is I'm pretty excited about. It's something that you guys got me onto 2 years ago, I think, or a year ago when we got together.
Yeah.
And I didn't implement it right now, but now I've seen the power of putting stuff online and how many people you can reach. So yeah, I'm going to launch that in the next 2 weeks. So things are good.
That's awesome, man. And that's exactly why I want to talk to you about like all the stuff you're doing and just all the success you've had, the past like year. So kudos to you on that. And I guess the first question is just like, why did you, come to like, why did you invest in the Inner Circle program? Like what was kind of like your biggest pain or frustration or the wall you hit?
Yeah, for me, so I think I live in a smaller town. Probably some of your other clients or coaches do too. And there wasn't a lot of people I could reach. So I wanted to get results faster. And I saw you guys out doing your thing. And I found over the years, getting around people that are doing things I want to do is just the quickest way to get there. So you guys were doing it. I wanted to do it. So I came and got you guys. That's the biggest thing. And then I've invested in other mastermind events, of other coaching. And it just the same as you guys continue to grow. And the only reason I've been able to grow to what I've gone to in the last 2 years is because of investing in myself, for sure.
Yeah, and just to add to that point, that's why I really respect you as like a student, as an entrepreneur, Mark, because you have that hustle, you have that heart, that grind in you. And I know that you invested in us, but you still, seeked other people to, expand your mind, to get new skills. And that's what it's really about, and that's why you remind me of us, because we were just like, nope, one coach's not going to cut it. We have to hire other coaches in different avenues.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I love being around, like, I don't know. One thing I've learned is when I first started, probably the same with you guys, I was trying to do everything. Yeah. So I was trying to be a nutrition guy. I was trying to be a fitness guy. I was trying to be a business guy. And once I started having some success, I just started bringing people around me who are better at those things than me. I do what I'm good at, and I try and get help in the other areas. And that's been a game changer for my business, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And like before you invested in the Inner Circle program with us, like was there any concerns like before like investing in it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I have a wife and 3 kids. And, when you tell your spouse that you're going to invest the amount of money I did with you guys and with everyone else, and she's never met you guys, you're just 2 guys on the other side of the internet somewhere. And so that's stressful. But the belief in what we were doing and the mission was bigger than the worries. And so I was able to pull the trigger. But by all means, it was a tough decision, no doubt. But of course, something I wouldn't be talking to you guys right now if I didn't, and I wouldn't be where I'm at in my business if I didn't either. So
yeah,
I could get the hang up. I think a lot of people are stuck on investing in themselves. And I see it with my personal clients. When they say, "Oh, how much do you charge?" and you tell them, then you can see them. But then we'll go, like, for now, it's Christmas right now, and people are spending thousands of dollars on garbage, right? And so investing in yourself is you just have to do it if you want to grow.
Yeah, exactly. And really quick, I want to stay on that point because we've had a lot of people too, that have, done sales calls with us, have, wanted to join the inner circle, but there's always that conversation of, well, I got to talk to my spouse about this, that, I don't know, it's a lot of money. I have kids. So can you kind of break down just really quick, like how does one go about that, having that conversation with their spouse, if you really have that belief and in that vision to really just get to the next level of what you want to do?
Yeah. I think, to be honest, you have to be honest to start. I think some people, maybe they're not telling their spouse the whole story.
Okay.
They're maybe not telling them what is involved in it. Some people, I think maybe they haven't had any success yet. So the thought of hiring someone to get success is hard for people to wrap their head around. I'm just fortunate. My wife believes in me and believes in what I do. And so, but at the same time, she believes in me, but also was still hesitant. So if anyone's hesitant, I would say invest. And really, if you're going to invest, then do something with it. Don't just invest and expect everything to happen. Like, just because I worked with you guys doesn't mean it was easy. Right. It just gave me some tools to make it easier. But if you really want to do this and you really want to pursue it, you have to invest in yourself. If you're not, then you're just going to stay average, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. And so now I want to talk about like the results. So
okay,
I think it was like over a year ago for sure, right? It could be maybe a year and a half. But what I found interesting, like with your situation, was you came to us and did the VIP day, and you were doing a lot of in-person like coaching, and you wanted to go online. But what ended up happening was you actually did a different type of a style, like a hybrid training model, and went to the corporate wellness route, and still did your in-person training as well too, with some remote training with the corporate wellness. So talk to us about that, because that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So when I came to see you guys, I wanted to do online fitness. It sounds awesome. I happened to actually, in one of my other masterminds I was in, I met a guy who was doing corporate wellness already, and we hit it off, and he offered me a partnership in his corporate wellness business. And because I'm open-minded and willing to risk, that was another risk. It was a financial investment, but I liked what he did and I believe in myself. So I invested the money to get started. And then, so when I met you guys, I was working as a hobby, almost a little bit more than a hobby, 15,000 a year. This year is going to be a 6-figure year in sales, not gross, but sales. So, I mean, that's 4 times the amount of money. No, more than that. It's like 8 times the amount of income in the last year and a half since I met you guys. And the reason I like the corporate wellness and I'm passionate about it is because I want to impact a lot of people, just like you guys. It's not just a financial thing for me. I want to impact a lot of people. And when you do corporate wellness, you can impact a lot of people. Like I'm doing a project with 30 people from a company right now. So instead of one-on-one coaching, I can do 1 to 30 coaching. And that's why I did the online program. So that's the backbone of the program. And I can focus on my strength, I think, is one-on-one interaction and running Facebook groups and creating a family environment. So that's how I was able to take my business to the next level, for sure.
Yeah. So cool, man. And I remember you showed us like a couple of weeks ago in Newport, like the whole back end of the Kajabi for the members area. I mean, it's just awesome to see how it's evolved over like the year and stuff,
Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't even know, how naive I was. I didn't even know that was a thing. To be honest, when I met you guys, I was just leading with passion and heart. And, but now that I've seen, now I can see what my clients are doing, if they're doing what they're supposed to do, if they've got the information I want to send them. It's a complete game changer. Again, another investment. I spent, probably $7,000 to get it going. So it wasn't cheap, but I made that money. So there's a thing, actually. You guys know Grant Cardone, and Grant Cardone always says other people's money, right? Mm-hmm. So when you make money from your clients and you buy something, it's not your money, it's their money investing in you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So not to put it in a bad way, but because I invested in the technology, I got another contract which paid for the technology. So if you can open up your mind to thinking that way instead of it's all mine, my money, then it's a different game.
Yeah, and that's a great point, because I love what you did. You literally put everything back into your business that you made, right? So because you want to sit there and make the experience a lot better for the clients, add more value, and even reach more people and actually retain them. So again, that's what it's all about. It's like, how do I keep improving my business and taking it to the next level?
Yeah, I could have kept the same business that was being quite successful already.
Yeah,
and I just kept that model and sat on it. But I knew personally, I wanted them to have the clients have the best experience possible and not leave any gaps. So I invested that money to make a program that, I mean, there's still mistakes, there's still things that need to be tweaked, and they'll grow with time. But for the moment now, it's in a pretty good spot. And I just hired a nutritionist to help me out because I don't know everything about nutrition. So she's helping me with some content, which is going to be great. I'm working with an athletic therapist who knows mobility and stretching better than I do. So she's adding modules to my program. So just continuing to get better and hone it. And I want to, when you think of health in my area, I want to be that person in all aspects.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. So if you don't mind me going like a little bit deep and kind of personal, like before, like we did the coaching day, like, and before you built all this stuff this past year and a half, like what was like your life like before that, you know? And kind of like, what are your peers saying now, like about you after all the success you've had?
Yeah, it's interesting. I was doing, you know, I've been doing okay for about 10 years. Before 10 years ago, I was 265 pounds, bad anxiety disorder. I was drinking, binge drinking. So now I've been sober for 8 years, lost the weight. But I had a standard career. I worked at a mine, paid well, good job, but it's just, you're a number in a big cog. So a lot of your coaching clients, I'm sure, already have other careers. So the safe bet is obviously do the steady thing forever. And I slowly chipped away at it, and people told me I was dumb. Just be happy with what you have. There were some doubters along the way, but I just don't really listen to it, to be honest. Just keep moving forward. So I went from a 6-figure regular job to 15,000, now to 6-figure side business, turning into a full-time job. So it can be done. It's a lot of work. I'm not going to lie to you and say it's easy. But if you have a lot of clarity about what you want to do and the impact you want to make, and if something's not working for you, I would say be flexible and adjust. Yeah. So I've pivoted lots. If something's not working, I can say, okay, that sucks. I'm moving on. So, and my peers are like, holy shit, you actually did it. It's freaking nuts. And for the people with spouses that are nervous about that, when the checks start coming in, my wife got a lot more relaxed about me investing in myself. So when I hired you guys, it was tough, but now I just signed another mastermind a few months ago, which was fairly expensive, and it was a 5-minute conversation. Okay, sounds great. When do we start? So yeah, that's what happens with results, right? Results make things a lot easier, for sure.
Yeah, and granted, like you never had that mindset of just instant. Like no. Even for example, like, we explained to you after the coaching day that, it's not going to be easy. It's going to take time, being persistent, being resilient. And you bought into that. And fast forward like a year and a half later, I mean, look where you are now.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, it's not going to happen in a month, 2 months, 3 months. You got to build momentum. And now I'm slowly, the teeter-totters started going in my direction now, where I was climbing hard uphill for a long time. And that's where a lot of people, for example, the mastermind I was in 2 years ago, there's 30 people in there, and I think 4 people are left. So, you know what I'm saying? People fall off. And so you got to be ready to put in the work.
Exactly.
But that's why I'm talking to you guys, and that's why I made time in Newport to see you guys, because you guys do the same thing I do, and that's why we connect.
Exactly right. So what would you say was like your favorite part of like the whole Inner Circle program experience?
To be honest, is just getting to know more like-minded people. The in-person day was amazing. We met at your guys' workplace. We got to know each other. Well, I like to get to know people in person. You guys are real. No bullshit. No lying, no promises, just straight up, right? Do your thing. And we had a great time. We went for lunch. I still remember the day like it was yesterday. And here we are a year and a half later. We met in Newport 2 weeks ago, and I'm sure I'll see you guys again this year. So not only did I get some mentorship, I got 2 friends out of it, which is pretty freaking cool. Yeah.
Beautiful. So awesome, man.
That's how I feel. That's how I genuinely feel. Like it's like
that's no bullshit. That's the truth. To make this call today, I'm obviously busy just like you guys, but I scheduled my whole day around making sure I was present and ready for the call. So
appreciate that.
Yeah, we are, Mark. Yeah, likewise, man. So just kind of wrap up on this. So if you had a conversation with like a fellow Fit Pro or something like that, what would you kind of say about the Inner Circle program? Would you recommend it to them?
100%. So I would say, even if you are doing well or you're on the cusp of doing well, having a day with you guys can only make it better. So it just adds on to whatever you're already doing. You'll never know everything. You guys have been doing this for 10 years, like way longer than I have. So anything, and you guys were very great at sharing your content. Like a lot, I find when you get around people that are doing big things, there's no secrets.
Yeah.
It's like, this worked for me, you should try it too. And I showed you guys the back end of my corporate health business. If I was a small-minded person, I probably wouldn't have done that.
Yep.
So you guys share what works, what doesn't work, and you connected me with other people that are doing good things. So, man, for me, it's such an easy investment. I would spend that money tomorrow.
Yeah.
And don't ask for it again, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, people got to get over the whole, it costs money. Well, guess what? It costs money to make money. It's a fact.
Exactly.
Right? So if I have to spend 5 to make 10, I'm going to do it all day. That's double the money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. People just don't have that mindset.
Yeah. And just to be 100% honest, Mark, like I've seen your growth just even the past like year and a half, the way you speak right now, your confidence, I mean, knowledge, everything, man. So it's really, really cool to see like how much you've evolved. And I mean, I think you have so much potential going forward, man. I really, really do.
Yeah.
Thank you. Coming from you guys, the fact that you've been in the game a long time, seeing a lot of people come and go, I'm sure, man, it means a lot. Really, I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Really welcome. So where can people kind of follow you, see what you're up to, like in 2020, all the cool stuff you're doing?
Yeah. So yeah, things are good right now. I just launched my website like 2 days ago. So marknendick.com. That's a brand new website, which is, again, I think it's good now, but it's going to be tweaked and getting better always. I'm going to be launching my 101 program to the public in the next 2 weeks. Corporate wellness, I'm willing to work with coaches. I'm trying not to plug myself here, but if anyone's interested in getting into the corporate wellness space, just shoot me a message. Doesn't have to be formal, very informal. I'll tell you what I've done and what works. And then also I'm working with tons of businesses. And the cool thing about corporate wellness, if you Google how many businesses there are in America or in Canada, there's millions of them, right? All you need to find is 10 out of those millions, and you can make 6 figures a year with this business.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Awesome, man. So
that's what, and then Instagram, of course, I'm trying my best, Mark_Nendick, and then Facebook, my name. And I just, the difference I think between what I do and what you guys do is it's real content. Sometimes it's me in my basement with my kids.
Yep.
Sometimes it's not super glossy. It's just real life. And
yeah,
it feels really authentic to put out my real self instead of something that's not me. So I enjoy it.
I love it. It's relatable.
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. All right, guys, you guys better go follow Mark and see what he's up to. All right, Mark, thanks so much. Appreciate it, man.
Mark.
Thanks, guys. It's awesome. Thank you so much.
You bet.
Hey, thank you so much for watching this case study video. If you are interested in more of these case study videos, make sure to subscribe above. And if you're interested in hopping on a quick phone call to see how we can help you out from being a personal trainer and going online, which we call a hybrid training model, doesn't mean you have to leave personal training, but building an online component to your guys' personal training business, make sure to click the link below. We can hop on a quick call and see if we can help you out with our program. Again, time is ticking. There's never a perfect time, so make sure you take action and start building your online program if you're a personal trainer. Talk to you soon.